Hi, it's Jason again. Due to technical problems, this is about the 15th time I've tried to make this video. So if my enthusiasm seems to be waning, that's probably why. But I'm confident this is going to be the right time, and there's a reason why that I've messed up every single time so far, because this is going to be the perfect one. It's going to be the best video for you that you could imagine. So, hi, and welcome back. We recently were working on some videos related to who questions, and we're going to continue that concept today. We've talked about how we would model that language for our kids, not only just to communicate and to chat and to get by, but also to become the language models that our deaf or hard of hearing child needs us to be for them. So what I really want to encourage you again is to, in the in-between times, if there's not a new video, be going back, be reviewing what you already learned. This example, I want you to be really practicing your ABCs, okay? For whose, it's really, really, really important, because name signs, yes, we have the name signs, and we discussed some of the rules for that. But for most of the people that your child will meet, at least there's going to need to be an introduction, and you will need the fingerspelling for that. So if you have not already mastered the fingerspelling, I advise you to go back, watch it again, and we're going to practice just a little bit today. I thought it would be fun to do some receptive skills practice. Being very honest with you, this is the hardest thing for me as a hearing person. We call it hearing brain. I think sometimes deaf people may use that word in not a kind way, but I use it to kind of joke myself. I very much have a hearing brain. I have an English brain. My brain is not really set up for ASL. It's never been easy. It's never been easy for me. It's always been kind of a struggle to learn and to understand. And I've improved, but it's taken a long time. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't feel like it's, like you're alone if you're struggling, or if this is hard or doesn't feel natural, or you feel like your hands are fighting you all the time and it's hard to make the signs clearly and quickly. I understand. We're the same, you and I. I feel your pain. So I thought a good way to start today would be practicing on our receptive skills. As your kids get older, they will be fingerspelling better and better and faster and faster. And if you're not able to understand their spelling the first time, you're going to see a special kind of attitude. Deaf kids are kind of famous. I think it's, it's part of the experience of growing up in a world where when you're trying to communicate and no one understands you, when you know that you have the language skills and the communication skills and still hearing people are not understanding you, I think sometimes it feels frustrating and they kind of vent. So what you might see is, a deaf child fingerspelling something fast, and if you don't understand or you look confused, you'll get this big eye roll, and then this. And they'll spell it comically slow. Excuse me, trying to make a point of, your low intelligence, I guess. So my goal is to help you catch up and to stay up with them so that when they are fingerspelling, that you can understand them after one or two times, and we can reduce the amount of frustration that both of you experience and the amount of attitude that you might see, like, oh, you don't know. We want to improve. So receptively, I'm going to fingerspell 2 boy names for you, and then I'm going to fingerspell 2 girl names. And I'll fingerspell as clearly as I can, and I'll fingerspell slow. I'll do it 2 times. If you feel like you missed it, you didn't understand the first time, then, go back. You can rewind the YouTube video. You can play it again at a slow speed. There's a little gear down that you can click on, and it will allow you to set the speed. By the way, I thought that it was really fun. If you feel like my videos are boring and too slow, I would advise you trying them on 2 times speed. I am like the world's most awesome signer with 2 times speed. I'm fast, my voice is clear and I look really smart, and the videos are over in half the time. So just a suggestion, you can change the speed of playback and how fast you watch. So are you ready? We're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start with 2 boy names. We're going to start with this one. I'll start kind of short. The first one will be short and the second one will be long. And we'll see how well you can remember all the little pieces and try to put them together like a puzzle at the end. Okay, here we go. Okay, do you notice I did that thing I said not to do? Like putting the letters out there really big each time. It should be very smooth. So here we go on the second time. All right, what do you think? Did you get it? If you didn't, if you feel like you need to see it again, go ahead and rewind back and I'll spell it for you again. And keep doing that. I'm not even going to say the name. I want you to figure it out on your own, okay? And feel that good feeling that comes from going, hey, I understood that, I got it, I know what that name is. It's not going to necessarily be the first time. Most times you'll need to see a word 2 or 3 times. If you got it, if you guessed right on the first try, then congratulations, it's awesome. So moving on, within that category we did boy names, now we're going to change to girl names. So, sorry, I totally forgot. We're not finished. We're going to bring the boy names back because I did the first name, which was really short. Let's do the second name, which is going to be longer. Are you ready? Okay, someone's trying to get a hold of me on, I don't know who that, it's probably my wife, but we're gonna ignore it. Okay, here we go. Okay, that wasn't super slow. That was kind of spelled at a moderate speed, kind of like not really slow, not really fast, kind of in between. So if you got it, perfect, wonderful. If you missed it or you didn't understand, let's try again. Okay, ready? What do you think? Were you able to do it? Do you need to go back and watch again? No problem. As I said, fingerspelling is a real weakness for me, so don't feel frustrated or bad if this is a little bit hard for you too. You need to be able to spell well, and you need to be able to understand spelling when it comes to you. So anyway, moving on. Now we can move the boy names aside. Let's start the girl names. All right, we'll start with the short one, and then we'll do the second one, will be a little bit longer. So the first name is, here we go. What do you think? Did you get it? Let's try it again. Second time. I have a feeling that a lot of you got it the first time, but maybe not, and that's fine. Second time is good, and if you have to go back, this is part of the practicing process. Don't feel frustrated. Each time we do this in the videos, it's going to get easier and easier and easier for you as we go along, so trust me. All right, the last one. Girl's name, again, this is the long one, so there's many, many letters, many little pieces that you've got to kind of hold together in your head. It's the same way when we give spelling tests to your deaf child. They have to do the same thing. So this will kind of be an experience of what that's like. You know, what that's like to really experience that through your visual memory instead of your auditory memory. Okay, here we go. I'm trying not to laugh. Did you see the cattail that just came by here? You can meet my other cat. This is Zoom. Zoom tried to eat 2 birds today, and we rescued both of them. So he's wearing a pretty bell. And his little tail has been going back and forth the whole time I've been doing these videos, so just try to ignore it. Let's do the name one more time for you, okay? It was a little bit faster that time. How did you do? Can you just slow it down? Watch it again? Do so. And then come back and you can rejoin us when you've finished and you feel like you understand the names. Alright? We're going to practice that a little bit every week and really use the technology to your advantage. It's not the same as it is in real life where you have to watch a person, you have to understand it. Maybe you can politely ask them to sign it again one more time. After that, you're going to feel pretty awkward. So, use the technology. Watch the videos again until your brain starts going, oh, I think I got this now. All right. So, I wanted to teach you some more signs to answer that question, who. The last video, we taught a few signs. We taught mom. We taught dad. We taught boy and girl. I showed you my signs for brother and sister. Then I showed you more of like a textbook way, where it'd be boy, same, or girl, same, for brother and sister. There are many more family members that I need to teach you about now. Let's start with Grandma and Grandpa. So you're going to take the same hand that you used for mom, touch the thumb to the chin. You're not going to tap it 2 times like mom goes, mom. You're just going to touch it here, and it's going to go out and bounce 2 times. It's going to go boop, boop. You don't want to say boop, boop. That's just me adding sound effects. So, but you're going to go, that means grandma. Okay? Now, I bet you can guess what we're going to do for grandpa. It starts here, and same motion. Grandpa. Okay. Grandma and grandpa. And each one has 2 bounces. 1, 2. Don't bounce a whole lot. Don't bounce a whole lot. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. And also make sure that you include 2 bounces, that it goes out, bounce, bounce. If you do it 1 time, it starts to look like the sign for throw up or vomit. Okay, so do you guys want to learn that sign right now, or should we include that later? To throw up or to be sick. So, whoa, it's an earthquake. Sorry, I bumped the desk. And there comes Zoom again. There he goes. Grandma, Grandpa. Okay. We often will have aunts and uncles in the house. So make an A, just from the alphabet, the same hand shape. I call this right here my old man line. We're going to touch the thumb to that area. Oh, there's Mr. Pants too. It's a party and everyone's invited. So his A, or I should call him Señor Pantalones, because that's the Spanish translation, and I'm so enamored of that. I just love his name in Spanish. It's wonderful. A. You're going to touch it right to that old man line right here on the corner of your mouth, and it's going to go in a little circle like this, and it does actually touch there. Okay? Aunt goes in a little circle. Uncle, you make a U that comes up by the eyebrow and actually touches there too, like this. Uncle. Aunt. Uncle. Now, you know, for our Spanish-speaking families, that's a little bit confusing because the Spanish words tia and tío, we don't use the T. It's an A from the English word and a U from the English word. Aunt, uncle. So, something to adjust to a little bit. Then we have C for cousin. Generally, I see this used like this, cousin. Once in a while, I've seen people change the sign and they've moved the C up here for like a boy cousin. I've seen them move it down here for a girl cousin, and that's fine. Generally, I use the sign cousin, and then I can explain, I can clarify, I can specify more if it's a boy or girl. Cousin. So it's a C hand shape. It's hard to show where it's kind of like the thumb's like here-ish. And I don't actually touch my face. I just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Twists, like my arm twists. My elbow doesn't go anywhere, but just the hand, okay? And the forearm twists. Cousin, cousin. Aunt, uncle, cousin. All right? Let's see, we have mom, dad, brother, sister, son and daughter. I need to teach son and daughter. So if you have sons and daughters, you want to use the sign kind of like you're going to sign brother or sister. It starts the same way, like it's going to be boy same or girl same. But instead you do boy, and then my other hand, my left hand, it could be your right if you're left-handed, is like this. You have your hand out with the palm up, okay? I'm going to sign boy, and then drop, same hand shape, into the other arm, and then rock it just a little bit like a baby. Okay? That means son, boy, baby. Just remember boy, baby, okay? Boy, baby. Then you can have girl, baby. That's daughter. Do you understand? Son, daughter. All right? Son, daughter. Boy, girl. Those signs, those are kind of like the foundation of a lot of the signs for answering who questions. Understanding the nose and up is for, males, and the nose and down is for females, girls, boys, girls. That's really, it's very key, and you know that now, so it should be very helpful. Let's see what else we could do. We could do stepmoms and stepdads. Example, in my family, my dad died quite a few years ago, and my mom remarried. She married again. So I have a stepdad. Now, I kind of don't like the sign. It's not my decision, but the sign for step, for S-T-E-P, is really the same sign for fake or false. Okay, it's your index finger, and it brushes across the very tip of your nose here. Boop. It goes from my right to my left, across, and it goes one time, not two times. If you do two times, you go like this, that means mouse. And it's totally different. You're going to change the meaning significantly, okay, a lot. So you're going to do step mom or step dad. So when you think about that concept, if it feels a little bit offensive, really what the concept means in ASL is not that they're lying or that they're fake or they're not real. It just means they're not your biological parent. They're not your biological mom, not your biological dad. They're a stepmom or a stepdad. Okay? You could also do step brother. You could do step sister also. Okay? And I think we could do one more. We could squeeze one more in. I'm checking the time. Yeah, we're still good. The one more we could do would be mother-in-law or father-in-law. So we could do mother, just the mom sign. And then we're going to add law or legal to the sign. And that means mother-in-law. You don't have to sign in. You'll sign mother-law. So mother, my left hand, fingers together, thumbs out. My right hand's going to turn into an L, and it's going to go palm to palm. It's going to hit the other hand here, high and low. So let's watch again from this angle. This is law or legal. Okay? And from the other side you can see how it comes. Law. So for mother-in-law, you would sign mother, just mother-in-law. All right? And you could also sign father-in-law. And any of the other family members in law, you can add that sign to it to make it a legal relationship, not a blood or genetic relationship, if that makes sense. Good. I've also shown the sign, I think. Well, no, I didn't do this. I talked about boy and girl before. We could do the sign for man. It looks like it's going to be the sign for dad. Touches here, and then drops to your chest. Man. my hand always leans kind of sideways. If you really want it to be textbook, it should stick straight up like this. Man. Okay? Even then, I think I'm straight. Hi, Mr. Pants. I think I'm straight, but I'm really not. I'm still crooked. Man. And then for woman, same thing. 5-hand shape touches your chin and down to your chest. Woman. Okay? That's quite a few signs. I think that's like 10, 12, 1,399 new signs for you to work on, and I think that's about the right length of video too. So, not really finished with this concept yet. I'm not sure if I'll add one more short video. Before we're finished, I could add in some words for people in the community. If I do that, I could actually extend it on forever. But I don't want to bore you, and I know there are other things that you're curious about and you want to know and you want to learn more and improve. So I'll try not to be stuck for too long. We'll kind of do basics and then we'll move on. I hope that all is clear. I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions or concerns, or you think I made a mistake or whatever, please let me know. The comments are your friends, and they're my friend because they help me know if I'm doing something that's beneficial for you or not. I'm just very, very happy that you're still here. The time that you're spending, that investment, is worth more than you know. And that's all I can keep saying again and again. You're kind of you're a superhero to me. And I see you becoming more powerful as we go through this. And the power is just going to grow and grow till you're, and you're going to take over the world. So, I'm not dramatic or anything, am I? Anyway, take care, and we'll see you again. We'll see you again very soon in the next video. Bye.